The design of the machine, even years after its introduction to the market, remains quite modern. Fabia is available with three types of bodies: hatchback, sedan, and station wagon. The first one is the most common. Thanks to the galvanized body, the car's corrosion resistance is at its best. A problematic place is the door locks, in which limit switches often fail, giving the security system a signal to close the door. The lock cannot be repaired, so you have to change it. Forward visibility does not cause any complaints, but the small area of the rear window, as well as the small right mirror traditional for the VW concern, frankly, do not add back visibility. Fabia was produced in 3 trim levels: classic, comfort, and elegance. Noise isolation in gasoline versions is not bad, even when driving at high speeds. The cabin is quiet and the sound of the engine is almost inaudible. The front seats have an impressive range of longitudinal adjustment, but behind the free space from the knees of the passengers sitting in the back to the backs of the front seats is not enough. As compensation for the lack of legroom, rear passengers are offered pockets in the doors for various small items and a pair of cup holders that recline on the central tunnel between the front seats. In the stowed state, the trunk volume of our most popular Fabia hatchback is one of the largest among competitors, 260 L. For example, the Peugeot 206 with the same body type has a cargo compartment volume of 245 liters, while the Hyundai Getz has 255 liters. With the rear seat folded down, the volume increases to 1,015 liters, for the Peugeot 206 to 1,130 liters, for the Hyundai Getz, only 975 liters. Although for those who care about extra liters of trunk, we recommend paying attention to a more spacious station wagon, 425/1225 liters. Engine. The most common Fabia, equipped with engines of 1.2 and 1.4 liters. Even with the most modest 1.2-liter power unit, the car is quite frisky and quite allows you to go wild. This engine is reliable and unpretentious in maintenance, but in the event of a serious breakdown or exhaustion of a motor resource, it will not be possible to repair it, since the use of plasma spraying on the cylinder walls does not provide for their boring. Interestingly, the most charged 131 horsepower modifications of the Fabia RS was equipped with a 1.9-liter diesel turbo engine. The fact that it is a diesel engine under the hood is evidenced by the vibrations transmitted to the steering wheel, and the characteristic tractor sound of the engine, which is heard at idle, even despite good sound insulation. However, excellent dynamics and low fuel consumption compensate for this slight discomfort. All diesel engines are sensitive to fuel quality, so these modifications are rare. With a decrease in engine compression, the cause must be sought in the head of the block, due to the same low-quality fuel valve seats burn out in diesel engines. In most units, the gas distribution mechanism is driven by a chain, the service life of which on a 1.2-liter engine is 100,000 kilometers. And in the 1.4-liter version, the chain sometimes has to be changed after 30 to 60,000 kilometers, and increasing noise serves as a signal for this. Replacements may also require timing gears. A camshaft belt drive is provided only for a 1.4-liter 16-valve engine. It is necessary to change the belt at an interval of 90,000 kilometers, along with tension and bypass rollers. At the same time, the condition of the water pump should also be checked. If there are coolant smudges or pulley play, the pump must be replaced. In addition, on a 1.4-liter 16V engine, the throttle control unit may fail. Transmission. The car was equipped with 3 transmission options. The most common 5-speed mechanics is reliable, but finding a car with a 4-speed automatic in our country is not easy. However, as with the 6-speed manual gearbox, which was installed only on the RS version, the oil in both automatic and manual transmissions is designed for the entire service life of the units and requires only topping up in case of a leak. Suspension. Compared to many classmates, the Fabia's handling is excellent. Thanks to the stiff suspension, even on high-profile tires, the car allows you to make sharp rearrangements without a hint of skidding and loss of control. Yes, and with the durability of the Fabia suspension on our roads, everything is in order, except for one design flaw. So, after 30,000 kilometers, nylon inserts are surrendered under the bushings of the anti-roll bar. An increase in the resource of parts up to 50 to 60,000 kilometers is achieved by making a stop that fixes the sleeve from 2 metal clamps. Silent blocks and ball bearings are changed separately from the levers. The front silent blocks of the front arm nurse up to 150,000 kilometers, but the rear resource is exactly 2 times less. The rear semi-independent suspension uses a reliable and time-tested H-shaped beam, the gum of which can last up to 100,000 kilometers. Steering. The steering is equipped with an electro-hydraulic booster, which changes the force depending on the speed of movement. So, when parking, the steering wheel can be turned literally with one finger, but at speed, the reactive force increases markedly. As practice shows, the GUR pump does not cause trouble. In a sudden failure of the amplifier, the steering rack sensor is almost always to blame, the replacement of which does not require much time and money. The steering rack, theoretically non-reparable, is being restored by a domestic craftsman. However, its repair will not be needed before 200,000 kilometers. Brake system. The braking system of the Fabia is equipped with ABS, which works correctly. There are no problems with the brakes during operation. Excellent workmanship and reliability are just some of the strengths of the Fabia. But the model also has a drawback, an overpriced price.